Hey guys, Chelsea Phillips with a brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shop video today. Today gonna go out to see what things came out, see what things are on sale. Today though, new release-wise, the main big things coming out is WandaVision, the complete series is coming out today on 4K in a Steelbook collection. I believe there's a Blu-ray collection as well of that, in a Steelbook as well. Also though, Haunting in Venice is releasing today. I don't think I saw anything exclusive for that one though. And then also at the end of this video is gonna be a whole bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews for some things I received to review and talk about for you guys. So definitely stay tuned for those at the end of this video as well. But anyway though, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into Target we go, and we'll see what they have here in the front. Like I said, guys, we always show the entrance going in, and we look at the $1, $3, and $5 spot right here in the front. That's really the only thing we can show anymore now. Like I always say, that, and then the books. But we'll see though if there's anything, new put out today, because I've noticed here for the last whole week, because I've come here a couple different times, and they haven't put out anything for Oppenheimer or any of the new releases. So like literally all the new releases from last week were never put out. And this is the new thing around here too, like the self-checkouts. They're starting to little by little get rid of them completely. They can't do them anymore because there's so much theft. So let's see, right here, they put some of these Christmas books. So I think these are newly put here. And then right here, I don't know if anything else has been changed in this spot. This one might have been changed, this Hunt on the Dark Waters. That may be a different one, perhaps. And then maybe that one, the First Lady's one. But yeah, those seem to be all the main new ones in here. And I think they may have put them there too. But we'll head over to the section and see. Fingers crossed, hopefully they changed out something, because like I said, nothing new was changed out for any of last week's releases at any Targets that I had seen, so we shall see. Into Walmart we go. And well, in Target, as expected, it was absolutely nothing changed out. Like, it's so weird they didn't put out any of last week's releases or anything, so it's been very strange lately with putting out the new things in there. So hopefully they update them soon. Here's some of the Black Friday signs still here, but really strange. Nothing changed whatsoever, but fingers crossed, hopefully some stuff out in here today though. We shall see. They have like a Christmas sort of thing in Walmart, like a holiday display of like squish things in here, and like the mystery ones, and all sorts of like Play-Dohs and random things. I guess, oh yeah, stocking stuffers. So that's interesting. Some of the new stuff in here. There's all these kind of things that are like squish sort of knockoff type things, rollables, those things. These things are kind of interesting too, these plants where you make the plants and you have to use like these glues and everything, and these are kind of cool too. This one is like the movie Elf, and I think they were sponsored by Elf. I saw one of them had the Elf character on it, but you make these like little gingerbread house kind of things, and I guess you get to put glue on it and everything. Kind of interesting. But we'll head over to the section though, and fingers crossed, hopefully we'll see some new stuff over there, but we shall see. All right, so we're heading back and looking, and well, I'm not seeing much today. Like I see like Oppenheimer from last week, but like I don't see, there's like nothing in here today. Let's see over here. Let's see in the actual section in here. It's almost like one of those days when it's like, did I accidentally go out on the wrong day of the week? But no, it's Tuesday. But there's sometimes when you really feel like that. And today, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I went out on the wrong day of the week. But I didn't. I know I didn't. But no, I don't even, like I said, there's not even like spots for, any of them or anything like that. And, Oppenheimer, though, that is sold out a lot of places, though. But let's see. Yeah, nothing as far as I can tell. We will go to another Walmart or two. So hopefully one of them has out the stuff. But we shall see, though. Into Best Buy we go. And I don't lie, every time I come in here, I feel like I'm like going into like a trader's place, because they're getting rid of the movies and stuff. I don't know. It's always weird, but I figured I would go here first because it doesn't seem like a lot of places are having the movies put out now. So hopefully this one does. I looked online and it looks like they have some of the stuff, so we shall see. Store pickup has moved to the corner. All right. And it's really weird, guys. Today is like the day that everywhere seems like they forgot to put out the movies. Like, you see the places for everything. Like, here's like Death Wish 4K, Tales from the Darkside, The Naked Gun, and the Silver Bullet. That came out today. And then over here, like WandaVision, both versions, the 4K and the standard Blu-ray. And then, you know, Haunting in Venice. So you see all the places, but it's so crazy. It's like nowhere has any of the new stuff out today, though. Into the second Best Buy we go. So hopefully this one has everything out. We shall see. Fingers crossed. So we're gonna head back and see if this one has out everything today, because like I said, the other one, oh yeah, so I'm seeing some stuff in here. I'm seeing Death Wish, I see The Naked Gun, oh, I do see the Tales from the Darkside, the movie, the 4K for $30 for that one. I'm not seeing though the standee where they put like you know, the other new releases. Like, I don't, you know, normally they have one like right here where they would have like WandaVision, and it doesn't seem like they have it in this spot. So it's weird that, like I said, it's strange that they have these new releases like right here, but not like the bigger tentpole. Like, oh no, here they are. They're in this spot. So let's see. Oh yeah, so this one has everything out. So yeah, they used to have them over in that spot. Anytime they move things, I always get so confused. But they do have them out in here. WandaVision for $49.99 for the 4K. Into the second Walmart we go. And yeah, they were playing loud music, so I did the best I could, but at least that location had stuff in there. And then I'm like walking out going, I forgot to get a thumbnail picture. And I'm like, oh, I can't go back in there. Well, heading back though, and this one though, they don't put the new stuff here. They usually lock it. But yeah, oh yeah, so it looks like this location actually is one of the only ones that have this stuff out. So they have WandaVision, they have Haunting in Venice, and the DVD and Blu-ray. They have the Oppenheimer Blu-ray, which is very hard to find these ones. And they have the Expendables 1 through 4 Steelbooks. That was out a couple weeks back. Other than that, though, I think that's the only new releases today in here, like the main big ones. Like, this is one of those locations, though, that doesn't have as much stuff, so they never have as many things. And in the spot where they have, like, the new releases, they just kind of have more of the holiday stuff. And then over here is kind of like a random mixture of things as well. But at least we found one location to have the stuff out, though. Anyway, though, guys, that was all for my brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these shopping videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. I realized, too, when I went in the one Best Buy, I'm like, I forgot to get the thumbnail in there. I'm like, ugh. So always something like that. Today was like definitely the day of things not getting stocked and all of that. But I know that always happens even more so after Thanksgiving. So hopefully, though, next Tuesday it's much more stocked and things are out and everything like that as well. Also, though, let me know, though, in the comments below, though, what you guys picked up on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K if you ended up picking up anything today. Also, though, let me know about anything new that you guys have seen on streaming or anything new you guys have seen in the theaters. This past weekend, I saw two different films. I saw Saltburn, which I really loved. That movie was great. And it was like such a crazy movie, too. And like, you know, it definitely has a crazy ending as well. Like, there's one movie you could mention, and it's basically the same type of thing, you know, and it was a movie that Seth Rogen was in and had a similar type of an ending. So that's all I'm going to say. It was just like, it was definitely a crazy ending, you know, to that movie. But I love the film. And the other one that I saw, and that's one of those movies too where I know there's been some mixed reviews about it. This one, and some people have like not liked it and said it was kind of kind of funny by mistake, unintentionally kind of comedic, which was the film Napoleon, which starred Joaquin Phoenix, and I actually really liked it. I mean, like, you know, to me, when it comes to my reference on Napoleon, the only really, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, really is Bill and Ted. You know, and I know that's honestly my reference to Napoleon. Like, I know about Waterloo and some of that stuff, but when I think of Napoleon, honestly, the first thing that comes to my mind is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, him going down the water slide, him going at the bowling alley, you know, like that. You know, that's like what I think of. There's even a scene in the movie where he kisses the ground, kind of like in Bill and Ted. I feel like Joaquin was probably like, you know, in his brain, because, you know, the age that he is and everything, he definitely would have seen Bill and Ted and watched it back then as a teenager. So I'm sure in his brain, he was just thinking Bill and Ted. And honestly, I can guarantee it. But I really liked it. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. It was one of those movies, too, when I thought it was going to be boring, and it wasn't. I actually would definitely recommend it for sure. But let me know if you guys saw those ones, what you guys thought. But anyway, though, guys, now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first one I got here is from Universal, and this is one that's actually like the 4K for this it's been sold out pretty much everywhere. Like when I looked on Amazon, you couldn't find it on there. It said like, at least it's for, when I looked yesterday, it was like, we'll ship in 4 to 5 weeks. And I think too, people are kind of buying it up too, because I feel like lately, because of Best Buy, saying they're ending physical media sales, and now the directors are coming out too. Christopher Nolan came out talking about it, how physical media needs to stay around, so movies will stay and people will be able to catalog them. Guillermo del Toro is saying the same thing. People are starting to realize that, and realizing too that Netflix and streaming and all those things are not permanent, and they're taken off of there and then they're gone. And if you don't have a disc or something, you're not going to have it. And that's the thing. It can get totally lost. And we don't want lost media. We do not want that. We do not need lost media in 2023. That's absurd. The idea of that should not happen. And that's why we have to definitely continue to cheerlead and be cheerleaders for physical media. And I'm glad that, Christopher Nolan, and that's why we're talking about this even more so. Christopher Nolan talked about that as well, how physical media is very important. And we have his film Oppenheimer here. This is the 4K Ultra HD edition here. And I'm glad, like I said, to see that it's like selling so well and people are really embracing physical discs in 2023. And like I said, I think people are realizing that even if they are going to just put these on their shelves, not watch them, just take the code, watch them digitally, it's almost like a book. It's like people are nowadays realizing if they like something, you have to have it and hold it in your hand. Otherwise, you don't have it. You don't. You're not. If you're watching something on Netflix, you don't have it. You have Netflix. When you have the disc, you own this. You have this. It's a different thing. And like old school people like me kind of know that. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm glad that it's kind of a discussion now. I'm glad people are starting to care more. And thank you too to Universal. They sent over as well these promo items to go with it. The American Prometheus. This is the book on Oppenheimer here. They sent that over, as well as the vinyl soundtrack for the film. So these cool promo items they sent over for me as well. But this is a great film here. Looks great here on 4K. Christopher Nolan too always does an incredible job, and it has his kind of very signature kind of sequences in here that in his films, very big, and especially these sort of interesting sequences too of when Oppenheimer's kind of thinking about the atomic bomb and like thinking about the explosions and these extreme close-ups of smoke and the steam and the fire and the sparks and all these things. It's really interesting. And this is basically though all about the story of Oppenheimer and kind of how he created and was brought on to create the atomic bomb, and how it basically became the #1 obsession to him, and kind of how during everything, all he could think about was this. It's a really well done movie here. This has on here though, feature wise, it has the making of Oppenheimer, meet the press Q&A panel, the end of the war, Oppenheimer and the atomic bomb, and it has, like I said, the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the special features disc on here. The next one here, this is from Disney. They sent over a copy of this one, and I'm so glad though that Disney is now putting their Disney Plus shows on physical media. Because like for a while, they were not going to, and I'm glad it's now starting. And it's like, I really think that we're going to see this happening, continue to happen now, because they're putting out, even Hulu's putting out some of their stuff, Netflix is, they're putting out, The Babysitter. Hulu's been putting out stuff like Prey. So we're seeing more and more stuff coming out. So I'm really glad about that. Fingers crossed it continues. And the most important thing, guys, is to definitely, if you guys are fans of this stuff, to pick this stuff up, because then people will see that it's, the studios will see that it's selling and they'll continue to release them. But we have here from Disney, the 4K HD edition here of WandaVision. Here, it's a really fun series. And this is in the, like I said, in the Steelbook here as well. And it also includes in here these little cards that are like stills from the show, like still cards in here, like print kind of cards. So really cool, release here. If you guys have not seen the show, it's basically kind of like Bewitched or like Leave It to Beaver and like those kind of, I Dream of Jeannie, those type of shows. It's like in that kind of era of television. And basically the characters of Wanda and Vision are basically plopped down in this show, and it's presented like a 50s sitcom. And it's really interesting with their characters in there. And like, it has that Pleasantville kind of vibe, because little by little, they start to kind of, people around them start in the show and stuff realize there's something different about them. And then like, things kind of start to change and like colors change. Like I said, it has that kind of Pleasantville vibe. Really great series here. Like I said, really glad though that they've been starting to release their streaming shows. Now on here, those has through the eras, the cast and crew discuss how the series moves through different sitcom eras. It has a gag reel, 8 deleted scenes, and it also has on here the assembled the making of WandaVision on here as well. The next one here is from Lionsgate, and this is the Best Buy exclusive steelbook here of Young Guns, and this is the 35th anniversary of the film here as well. It has the 4K Ultra HD and then the Blu-ray, and it has on here though a commentary track with actors Dermot Mulroney, Lou Diamond Phillips, and Cassie Samisco. It has How the West Was Won, the making of Young Guns, Billy the Kid, the true story, a teaser trailer and theatrical trailer on this one here as well. And I always love their steelbooks because they have like how the image kind of comes out like this. I don't know, they're really well designed on Lionsgate steelbooks. And also in here too, they included these like cards, so they're kind of like the playing cards of the characters. These are really cool, as well. But really great release here. Like I said, if you guys are a fan of the film Young Guns, want to let you guys know this was available in the steelbook release here on 4K. Now we have another steelbook here. Now this one is from Mill Creek, and I want to let you guys know this one was available. And this is the film Lords of Dogtown. And here's a look though at the back. And the next film I'm doing is going to be a film that deals with skateboarding. It's going to be called Skate to Hell. So I'm like kind of paying attention to a lot of skateboard things right now. So really excited to do something very, very different. This one's going to be sort of stay tuned mixed with Hellraiser. I'm very, very excited. It's very different for me, this one. But here we have the theatrical trailer. This one feature-wise has a theatrical trailer, making of featurettes, gag reel, uncensored director and cast commentary, and original Z-Boys commentary track as well on this one. And here's a look, though, inside the steelbook for this release. The next ones here, these ones are all from moviezing.com. I'll have a link below where you guys can order these ones for the best price. This one's also from Sony. Now, this one was such a fun movie, and I would say this is probably my favorite film I've seen Zachary Quinto in, and he was great. Like, and it's really a different film for him, and also really like Lucas Gage. He was great in this film as well, and Simon Rex is in the film too, and I've been a fan of Simon Rex forever, so it was great seeing him in this, and it's a movie here called Down Low, and like I said, I really, really like this. This was a great movie, and basically Zachary Quinto's character, had been married to a woman and recently had come out as gay and, told his wife that he was gay, and she left him. And basically, like, she was very kind of cold to him about leaving and coming out, and kind of sent these letters to all of his friends and their friends and saying that he kind of abandoned the family. And basically, though, he now had, for the first time wanted to actually get with a guy. He never had, but he knew that he was. But basically, he ends up, calling in Lucas Gage's character as like this masseuse, and one thing or another happens, and basically though he hears the whole story of what had happened, and then he wants to invite over another guy, and basically things go terribly wrong, and the guy ends up getting killed by mistake. He falls out of the window, and it becomes this whole thing of how they're going to cover the whole thing up. And it's one of those things where it's like every problem in the book, you can imagine it goes wrong. And like, I don't know, I said this was a really, really fun movie, and I really thought Zachary Quinto was great in here. And there was also some great stuff too of like, because people have always said stuff like giving Zachary Quinto stuff about, oh, you don't dress very well, and they even like make jokes about this. Like Lucas Gates' characters go, you really don't have very good style. It was kind of funny, like, because I'm somebody too who has absolutely no style whatsoever. So like, I know when you don't have any style. But I don't know, this was a very, very fun movie. Definitely give this one a chance, guys. I thought this was really good. The next one here was from Movie Zing as well, and this is a movie here, and I realized too, I saw another film that this director had done called like something like Halloween Heroes or something like that. And this is a movie here called and it's also from, I said, Movie Zing, and the company is BMG Global, and it's a movie here called Hank's Christmas Wish, and this has Dean Cain in the film. And basically though, this is about like this elf, who was worked for Santa, and basically it's all set in a small town, and essentially though, this elf is kind of like real like upset about things, and he's always like, when he sees people decorating the town, he's like, that's not the way the candy canes are supposed to be. Why is there green in that? It's supposed to be red. And he kind of has all these things, and the town is kind of like losing sight of certain things, and he kind of wants to try and change stuff. And it also deals with this family that doesn't have any money because she'll end up losing her job, and he wants to try and help them. I don't know, I thought this was actually a pretty good family film here. Like I said, it's called Hank's Christmas Wish. And the next one I got here is from Movie Zing as well. And this is also from Bounty Films. It's a movie here called Audition Tape 13. And you guys know me, I always like films, dealing with making films or about films when they go wrong or, all that kind of stuff. And this is essentially, though, about a guy who's putting together a new film. And basically the woman that ends up coming in to, audition for the project, it's one of those things where, like, there's something really off about her, and it's like things start to get very bad, and she kind of questions the project and, like, what is this? Is this a real thing? And basically, though, she kind of goes after this guy. It's like I said, it goes in these crazy directions. I really like this one. Like I said, I always like movies that deal with, making films and stuff like that as well. This has on here, though, feature-wise, it has a cast and crew commentaries, it has alternate opening, it has interviews, bloopers, a Knuckle Sandwich music video, and a theatrical trailer on this one here as well. And the other one here, this is from Movie Zing as well. And this is a movie here, and this is also from Gravitas Ventures, called Wintertide. And this is interesting. This is like, takes place, I think it was in Alaska, I believe, was it Alaska or Canada? It was one of a very cold area, something like somewhere like that. I believe Alaska, something along those lines. And basically, though, in this kind of town and stuff like that, everybody is kind of like turning into these like sort of zombie, like kind of zonked out, not really there type characters. And basically, this woman is having these kind of weird dreams and things like that. And almost like in the dream, she kind of has the cure for what's going on and why people are going in this direction. And she starts to kind of like trying to figure out if maybe she knows something or maybe she can figure out what's happening there. This is one of those very like sad, like somber kind of like 30 Days of Night feeling kind of films. Like it was like Alaska, like Two Birds in a Blizzard. Like, you know what I mean? Like those films that are in the Alaska always have like in that kind of a feel and has that kind of vibe to it. The other one here, this is from Movie Zing as well. And I don't know the company releasing this one, the actual release company, but it's a movie here called Monsters in the Woods. This was a fun movie. It's another film about making a film. And basically, though, this is about a film, a group of people putting together a film project. And basically, though, there's like some kind of a creature out there. And essentially, though, it kind of cuts back and forth, though, to like the crew putting together the film and then like clips from the film. So they kind of confuse you at times. So you're like, wait a minute, is this the film, that they're making, or is this like the actual creature coming after them? But essentially, though, it's about them making a creature film when actually there ends up being a creature out there coming after them. And it becomes a whole nightmare situation. This is, like I said, actually a pretty cool film here. I think the actual full title might have been called Director's Cuts Monsters in the Woods or something like that, because I saw that one title that said that as well. The next one here, this is from Wellgo USA, and this is a movie here called Mercy Road. And this is basically, though, kind of all about, kind of set in a car. It's one of those films like all sort of set in a car, and basically, though, that something has happened to this guy is basically like driving around frantically, and it's like sort of dealing with, his daughter missing, but he's kind of like being told that he has to do these specific things. And it's like, he's getting these kind of calls and things like that, that's saying that, that this thing knows where his daughter is, and he has to do these specific things. Otherwise, the daughter will never see her again. It's a really interesting movie. There's another film like this too. I was trying to remember, like, a couple of years back, there was kind of all in the car in this thing, but it was a really interesting film here. Like I said, it's called Mercy Road. The next one here is one I want to let you guys know that was available, and this is from 88 Films, and this is the Long Arm of the Law collection here. This has part 1 and part 2 here. And this has on, this is the limited edition in the rigid slipcase on here with a 40-page collectible booklet. And then it has on Long Arm of the Law Part 1, it has the stunning 2K restoration of the Hong Kong cut with Cantonese and English subtitles. And then it has the Cantonese English dub. It has a commentary track by film expert Frank DeJean. Family Business, some interviews on here from Hong Kong police to Big Circle gangs. Interview on here with the screenwriter. Interview on here with the director, Philip Cain, and the screenwriter. And then some theatrical trailer. And then on part 2, it has the 2K restoration. It has the English dub as well as the original Cantonese version. It has some interviews on here, Hong Kong trailer, English trailer. It has an interview with Stephen Chan. So lots of features on here. I'll show you guys, though, a look in here as well at the discs and everything. So here's a look at the first film here, and then here's the booklet as well. And then here we have the second film as well. A really cool, like I said, really cool collection here. And this is the long arm of the All Law collection with part 1 and part 2. The next one, this is from VCI, and this is the Horrors of the Black Museum here. And this one has on here, this is the brand new release, and this has the two-sided cover wrap features original theatrical art and the flip side. So it has two, you know, he basically can change to the different artwork like this, the different you know, images and stuff like that as well. And then also has on here, though, archival commentary with the writer and producer Herman Cohen, has a commentary with Robert Kelly, original U.S. Hypno Vista opening feature, philosophist Emily Frankel, original phone interview with Herman Cohen, tribute to producer Herman Cohen, original European trailer, original U.S. trailer. It has on here a 2018 interview on here with Shirley Ann Field as well. The other one here, this is from Indigo, and this is also from VCI. It's one here called Appleseed, and this is one to let you guys know that was available. It's a film that has Ranch Howard, Clint Howard in here, Adrienne Barbeau, and then on here this has the commentary track on here with the director and star Michael Worth, and it has on here the making of Appleseed as well. And then it's two different ones. So on there's also a DVD included, and the DVD includes the director's cut of the film, as well as a tribute to Ranch Howard as well on this one. The other one here, this is from, Film Movement, and this is a collection here. This is the Terror collection, which includes the Terror as well as, the Little Shop of Horrors, and it has the HD print of the film as well, the original Little Shop of Horrors. So it has in here the Terror presented its original theatrical format, full-length commentary track on the Terror by C. Courtney Johnner and Dr. Stephen Herbermann, as Ghost in the Machine, Art and the Artifacts in Roger Corman's Celluloid Castle, a visual essay. It has a 2023 recut of the trailer on here. And then it has on disc 2, it has Little Shop of Horrors presented in HD, a commentary track on Little Shop of Horrors, Hollywood Intruders Film Group story, as well as the 2023 recut trailer as well. And the last one here to let you guys know that was available here, and this is from VCI as well, and this is the Mary Pickard film, Stella Maris, from 1918. Very dyslexic. And has on here, though, that contains a Blu-ray and a bonus disc on here. It has a commentary track by Mark Wanamaker, author of film and television historian. And then it has exclusive photo gallery on here as well. And here's a look, though, inside of this one here as well. But anyway, though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. And like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, I'd definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.